What's up, everybody? It's your man's KJ the Great, and you are tuned in to All Sports Media TV. But first things first, I want to say I hope and pray everything is great your way. Now let's talk about it, man. We just witnessed a classic night of top-ranked ESPN boxing. Let's talk about first Abdullah Mason, the phenom, the young all-star, superstar, star, whatever you want to call him, prospect. Had an amazing 2-round fight tonight. It was scheduled for 8 rounds. He was dropped twice in the fight. But Abdullah Mason, skilled, powerful, quick, fast hands, ended up coming back and dropping his opponent several times and got the knockout victory. He showed true heart and that he is really next up when it comes to the lightweight division. Now, let's talk about the main event. The businessman, Keyshawn Davis. His homecoming fight, pretty much a family night for him. His sister sang the national anthem. His brothers, both of his brothers were on the card. It was big scrutiny around the fight because his opponent, Lemos, came in 6 pounds over the contracted limit. He was at about 141 pounds. The fight was a lightweight fight at 135 pounds. But nonetheless, the fight went on, and it was a title eliminator solely for Keyshawn Davis. Now, he come out in the first round. There was no jitters. He seemed comfortable. He was sticking. He was moving, letting his jab go. And then I scored that round for him. He definitely controlled the round. Lemos didn't get off too much. He was missing with looping shots. And then come out in the second round, the businessman Keyshawn Davis. That's when he settled into his niche and he really found his mark. He caught Lemos coming in with a counter hook, dropped him the first time. The second time, pretty much all but the same. The second time was the worst. Was the second worst. Of course, it got worse as the fight went on. Lemos was getting up and he stumbled back, fell all the way back. I'm surprised the referee kept counting when he fell back, because sometimes the referees will call the fights off if they fall back and can't stand up. But nonetheless, he stood up for the second time, and that's when Keyshawn Davis came out and stayed on the front foot, put his combinations together, went to the body, and as he started to go down, he threw that uppercut, kind of like looping right uppercut, to put a stamp on it. The referee tried to jump in. Referee went down with Lemos as he waved the fight off. And you got to remember that Keyshawn Davis is ranked number 3 in 3 of the sanctioning bodies, that being the WBC, the IBF, and the WBO. Which route will he take in 2025? In my opinion, I don't think it's going to be the WBC due to him being good friends with Shakur Stevenson. You know how some of these guys are. They don't want to fight their friends. It's boxing. I believe everybody needs to fight. Me personally, I fought a lot of friends in my time, and we're still friends to this day. Now, the IBF, he's number 3 in that sanctioning body. Vasily Lomachenko is the IBF champion right now, but it's seeming like he may end up retiring at some point soon. We don't know. We're still waiting confirmation for that. Now, he's also, like I said, he's number 3 in the WBO. And Vasily Lomachenko's fellow Ukrainian fighter, Denis Berinchek, is the current WBO champion after he beat Emmanuel Navarrete in a 12-round decision. My opinion, I think if Vasily Lomachenko doesn't retire, I think if that would be stamp on a legacy fight, early legacy fight for Keyshawn Davis if they don't get that fight worked out with Lomachenko and Gervonta Davis. But yeah, like if he can't get that fight, then I say go ahead and go the WBO route and get the fight with Dennis Berinchyk. Now, you may have to travel and go to Dennis Berincyk's backyard or somewhere where it's closer to home for him if they win the purse bid, if they go to a purse bid or something like that. But that's okay. What that will do for Keyshawn Davis is it will boost his profile. He'll become more of a star outside of the States, and he'll have more pulling power if he comes to the table with, say, Gervonta Tank Davis or Shakur Stevenson. But nonetheless, it was a hell of a night. Great fights. Let me know what you guys think of this. I personally want to see Keyshawn Davis at some point next year get into the conversation of fighting either Shakur Stevenson, Lomachenko, or Gervonta Tank Davis. Thank you guys for tuning in. I apologize for my inactivity. Just going through some personal things right now, so send some prayers up for your brother as I send some prayers up for y'all if you're going through anything. Thank you guys. Drop a comment. Again, I am your host, KJ the Great. Peace.